Hello everyone. Today we are going to be talking about texture. Now texture, there's two kinds. There is implied texture and real texture. Implied texture is texture that you can see, like this table is meant to look like wood, but if you touch it, it doesn't feel like that. You can't feel those lines. Real texture is texture that can be touched and felt. And we're gonna look at how to find those. So if you were to take your piece of white paper, and you can use crayons or colored pencils, they'll work best. You could try markers, but it'll be tricky. But for like implied texture, when I go over it, we're using the edge of my pencil. We're not using the tip, the edge. See how nothing shows up? It's just a flat, smooth look. But if I take something like this, that if I touch it, I can feel it, and I put this over it, I put the paper over it, and I rub it, look what starts to happen. You start to get those bumps that pop up. This is called a rubbing. And it helps us see the real textures. Here's another example. This one, the texture is harder to see visually, but you can feel it. So when I take my paper and I put it over it, and I use the edge of my crayon, you can start to see the fabric. Same for if you use, see what else we have here. Oh, look at this. I have this tape. This part, who thinks it'll be smooth or who thinks it'll have a bumps when I do it? Let's try it. Here we go. I'm going to lay the paper over it. I'm going to pick my crayon. See how this is nice and smooth? But look at these lines. What happens when I go over that? You start to see the lines. And I can move it and do it again. What happens if I overlap it? And I move my paper around. How big can I get it? What if I use overlapping colors? What starts to happen? So real texture is texture you can feel, like this, right? And see. You have to be able to see it and feel it. Implied texture is texture that you can only see. You can't feel it. All right. Have a great day.